Ja.
Det ska man ha för.
Det kan vi inte.
Yeah, we have to bend the rules sometimes. We have people come here with all sorts of defects. People that are handicapped, people that are on wheelchairs, people that are blind. They need a seeing eye dog with them, for example. We can't be too strict with these rules because I think it's important that everybody should have the chance to enjoy this type of lifestyle, regardless of your handicap. That come here, give up their free time. They should not be required a person in a wheelchair, they probably have it hard enough as it is. They should not be required to build a wooden wheelchair, for thousands of crowns, just to be able to participate. We have to have a little bit overseeing these type of things. We have to be a little bit flexible when it comes to such rules. Otherwise, you will exclude people that already have it difficult in their lives, and then that's not fair. I think it's a great way to spend your free time, and it's I'm an archaeologist in my profession, and then when I'm not there, I think this is a great place to teach. I think that a big part of archaeology is also what do we say? Teaching what we have learned, and in such an environment, you can easily inspire people. You can easily show people instead of just telling them. You can show them. So I think this is one of the greatest places to be in my free time, of personal interest and a way to inform people of how the Vikings might have lived. Everybody here has an interest in history, so it is easy to find a common point of discussion. So it's easy to begin talking with each other. It's easy to become friends. We've always made it a point here that no one really sits alone. No one is to feel excluded. So when you see someone alone, invite them in and share a meal with them, and it makes all the difference. Everybody is new at some time, and there's no better feeling than people open their arms and say, "Welcome, come with us, and we'll help you get started." And it's the way it is. I think in most medieval reenacting groups are very familiar this way, and very open to other people. So yeah, it's always nice to be in the larger groups in the evening and sit and talk and exchange ideas. And this is where you learn more things than any place else, when you talk to other people that share the interest, and they might have different aspects. And we have people here from all corners of life, everything from doctors, journalists, veterinarians. I'm an archaeologist. Another person is a carpenter. But we gather here, and here we're all the same, and that's a very special feeling. It's a wonderful feeling. Back and forth. Certain times, I mean, naturally, if one of the employees needs special help, they've always been able to ask the volunteers, and we usually always help them, of course. At one point, it did become, it was a little bit so that there were demands put on the volunteers that you couldn't do your own handicraft. You had to do special things which the employers were supposed to be doing, and that created a little bit of a strange atmosphere. But now it works fine. We will gladly help when asked. Otherwise it is thought that the volunteers do their own handicrafts that they specialize in, and the employees work on the village itself, also the building projects, the larger projects. But we do try to help each other as much as possible. It makes it easier on everyone. We get a lot of help from the employees here when we need something. We borrow the tools here and a lot of the equipment, and in return, we are here filling up the village, being Vikings, and talking to the tourists and teaching them our crafts and our. So it's a give and take, and I think both sides benefit from this. Yeah, usually Yeah, the volunteers usually brings their own food. Only on special, we have special meetings when we have our teams, when we hold council. And also on other larger feasts during Christmas and Midsummer's Eve and such things. Um, then we are given. Then the food is provided by Foteviken, but otherwise we usually bring our own naturally. But we also do a lot of fishing. We catch our own food out here as well. That is during the summertime, especially. That is one of my main ways to get food, and it's nice. It's a nice thing also for the tourists to see. You're actually out, actually catching the fish. You're slaughtering the fish. You're filleting the fish in front of you. You put them on the frying pan, and you know it doesn't get any fresher than that. And then it's just living. It's not a show. It's just this is just the way it is, and that provides a very nice atmosphere. We sometimes even smoke the fish. We have a smokery here, so that is one way to do it. But we always buy our own food, and when we do that, there's a limit. So we always try to only purchase such things that would be eaten during the Viking times as much as possible. So we don't we try not to have too many exotic fruits or candy or you know. So we try to keep it a little bit simple. So especially because I mean there's nothing wrong with putting a bowl with apples or eggs, because this they would have in Viking times, but you wouldn't display bananas and pineapples. I think that would be so. We try to we have a little bit unwritten laws on what you should be eating here. Yes, we have this because we have once again we have a lot of new people that come in to this environment, and they just don't know. They don't know what was eaten before. They don't know that we didn't have potatoes here, for example, in the Viking times. So you have to help the new ones and teach them. So in the beginning, when people are new, you can find a lot of strange things. Especially when we buy things in the store, they're of course in modern packaging. So that has to be taken away, and so that can sometimes some of them are a little bit sloppy, and then one of those that have been here longer, even the king will come and it's very important that you don't disrupt the atmosphere. And it's not just during open hours. It's even in the evenings as much as possible. We try as much as possible to keep the modern things away, because it ruins it for ourselves. We like this atmosphere. And if there's a bunch of cans and plastic and other things, it kind of takes away a little bit of the feeling of it. So it's for our own good, and but especially also when the tourists are here, that they shouldn't see these strange things and get strange questions. But we have to point out what is accepted and what is not accepted at times. There's not one person in particular. Björn is maybe perhaps sometimes. People ask, but I'm not sure he knows. But always, no. Usually try to find those people that have been around a little bit longer. You quickly learn who has been doing this for a long time, and that would know. So the new ones always ask the ones that are older, and if not, and if they don't know, they will tell you. I'm gonna ask this guy or this guy. There's always people in the village that can help you in such things. It is the employees that can come in and say yes or no. But depending, of course, we don't always know how up to date those skills are. Every now and then all of a sudden you find something new. All of a sudden we know, now they had these things. We didn't know that before. But no, there's not really one person. If Björn is here, you can ask him. If not, then Sven is a good person. We have our lawman. He also has a degree in archaeology and such, and has a good knowledge of what was accepted and not accepted. So he is a good man to ask.
Yeah.
We can always get better at everything. It is always a matter of learning as we go. Where do we fail? Where do we go? I think there should be perhaps more activities with the employees and the volunteers doing things together. It is often so that the volunteers come many times in the evenings, they stay overnight, and on the weekends, when there's not so many employees here. The employees are here during the day, and there's not always so much interaction. And I think that can sometimes create a bit of a problem. No, we don't have a daily program, and we're not always working together. I think that the more things that we would do together, I think the better we can agree on projects and the things that could be done and not be done. Some of the volunteers will sometimes come in and borrow some of the tools, and then they won't put them back, so when the employees come, they can't find their things, and so forth and so on. But to kind of erase a little bit the border between the employees and the volunteers, that I think would go a long way. But also make it sometimes a little bit clear definitions on where do the boundaries go. What is expected of a volunteer and what is not. If you put people that are here on their free time and they're not getting paid to be here, how much can you expect them to do? Are they supposed to build houses on their free time? There should be quite a bit of leniency towards the volunteers, since they are here on their free time. No one asks them to be here. No one pays them. So if they just want to sit and do their handicrafts, that should be okay. It shouldn't be mandatory that they have to do a lot of other things, because then they might lose the interest. Say, no, okay, I already have a boss Monday through Friday. Should I come here on the weekend and have another boss? That has been a problem in the past. A lot of people have quit because they felt that they were being bossed here, but that has changed a bit. It's not as bad. It is not that way anymore. So we are getting better at the communication between the volunteers and the employees. So it is. But I think they need to do more activities together to become on a more friendly basis, and then it's more easy to talk to each other and agree with things.